How can I be in 2 states at once, you ask? That's how. Done with New Jersey. About 6 a.m. I'm sitting here at Horler's General Store in Unionville, New Jersey, drinking coffee. I got to Unionville yesterday afternoon and set up in the town park, and I got my tent down there, and I cannot wait to get to where is it, Pauling, because I got a brand new tent from Z-Packs there. And my tent, I got water in last night. I taped it up really good, but the thing's still leaking. It's really annoying. Just gonna get some charging on, walk 12 miles to Vernon and get a quick resupply, maybe a 4-day resupply to get me to Pauling. Oh man, it's gonna rain for 4 days straight, and I'm not looking forward to this. As you know, you should know by now, I hate rain. Was kind of a tough climb out of that Walk Hill Refuge. Kind of got some issues going on, a little bit of, kind of got a headache right now. My left eye's kind of bothering me. Really hoping I'm not getting an ocular migraine. It's been a while since I've had one, but I don't know, my head hurts. Not too happy right now. I'm happy about the fact that it hasn't rained in a long time, and I was able, I stopped back at that refuge and I drive my tent out a bit, but yeah, my head hurts. I have some easy hiking now. This is the Pochuck Boardwalk. It's a mile long. Had this like annoying pressure in my right eye for like off and on for the past couple hours. It kind of hurts, man, and my vision's a little closed in, a little crappy right now. Got like a little minor ocular migraine or something going on. I'm not a big fan. Today it's really hot and humid. It'll rain, then the sun comes out, and it'll rain, and then the sun comes out, and my head hurts. Ugh. Alright, I've made it to Route 94. I'm gonna try my hand at hitching. Gonna try to get into Vernon and get a resupply real quick, and then get out and hike 5 more miles to a shelter, which will be my home for the night. Fingers crossed. Alright, there was a change of plans yesterday. I got into Vernon, New Jersey, and I was at the supermarket and I was resupplying, and I got a text from Birdman. Remember earlier in the video there was that really steep rocky climb, and I kind of got annoyed with it, so I gave it a certain hand gesture. Well, that climb he slipped on, and he kind of like overextended his knee and screwed up his knee pretty bad. So he got a room at the Appalachian motel. I came and joined him, and it looks like he's going to be getting off trail for a little bit. His knee's pretty jacked up. So he has his buddy coming to pick him up to take him home, and he's going to take a week off and see how he feels. Hopefully he makes it back. I got some shoes waiting for me. Ultra supposedly overnighted them to me, and they are ahead in Warwick. So I am going to go get myself some shoes, get on trail, and I got like 80 or 90 miles, and I got to get to Pauling to get my new Z-Pack tent. My new Z-Pack's tent. I'm very, very excited for that. So, you know that jacked up toe I got? Well, now I guess I have poison ivy all over my foot or something. Something weird's going on with my foot, because, like, check it out. Pretty sure it's poison ivy, but it's annoying. I just hit it with some Tech New, washed it really good, and I'll be trying to keep it as dry as I can in all this rainy weather. But we'll see how it pans out the next couple days. Maybe I'll just take that top layer of skin off. Bad day in the world of Griz. Birdman's out. I don't know if he's gonna make it back. I hope he does. But I'm leaving the Appalachian motel now. I gotta get to Warwick. I gotta get my new shoes, man. These things are, look at them. They're whooped. They're done. 650 miles. Woo! Let's go. Really hoping my shoes are here, because if not, this will be the third day in a row where I've gotten screwed by Ultra. Let's hope they're here. You know what that is? That is Ultra. This is the third time now. Third time I was told I was going to have shoes, and they never came. I paid, you know, the shoes were on sale. I paid $80, $85 for them, but then I paid $15 for 2-day shipping, and they were supposed to go to Delaware Water Gap. They never showed up. I waited around a whole day. They never showed. Then they were supposed to be in Branchville, New Jersey. I went there. I was assured they would be there. They weren't in Branchville. I hiked another 20, 25 miles or so. I had to wait the weekend because they were closed over the weekend. So yesterday I finally got in touch with Ultra Running again, and they assured me. They said, you know what, they will be in Warwick. They'll be there. We're going to overnight them to you. We'll get them to you first thing in the morning. I get to Warwick this morning, no shoes. No shoes whatsoever. I've already checked 3 times. I talked to the UPS guy. He said if they were coming UPS next day air, they would have been there by now. So again, I don't have shoes. I've been on hold now for, let's see, how long? 27 minutes. I've been on hold for 27 minutes. I finally had to contact them through Facebook. They're trying to help me get it sorted out, but apparently most of their office is off because it's a state holiday in Utah. But they don't tell you that when you call them. They just leave you on hold indefinitely, even though there's no one there to answer the phone. So I'm a little upset right now. This is the third day. Look at what I'm wearing right now. I cannot hike in this. My shoes are falling apart, literally. Look, I can't hike. It hurts to hike. I'm being held hostage by a freaking shoe company right now. I'm so annoyed. Okay, so this day has gone from being a very frustrating and annoying day to a pretty awesome day. I was sitting in front of the public library in Warwick, and I was pretty miserable because my shoes still hadn't showed up. And my plan was to hitch back to the trail, set up my tent, sleep near the road for the night, and then hitch back into town to see if my shoes show up tomorrow. While I was sitting there, you know, wallowing in my misery, a gentleman came up to me and started talking to me about if I was through hiking, and you know, he said he's done some hiking too. And I said goodbye, and he left, and like 15 minutes later he came back and he said, "Hey man, do you need somewhere to stay for the night?" And I said, "Huh?" And he said, "I ran home and I talked to my wife, and you're more than welcome to come join us and stay at my house and stay at their house and, you know, shower and laundry and join them for dinner." So I took him up on the offer, and it's Jim and Mimi, and they're a delightful couple. They're super awesome. I got there, I showered, I threw my clothes in the wash, had an amazing lunch with chicken breast sandwiches and lettuce and tomato and hummus and great stuff. And now I'm going for a quick walk in town, but they're feeding me a steak dinner tonight, man. They're so amazing. Like, these people don't even freaking know me. Look at me, I look like a homeless guy with tattoos, you know? And they didn't even know me, and they brought me into their house and they're giving me a bedroom for the night, and I'm super thankful, man, super blessed. And they give me hope, man. When stuff like this happens, it gives me hope for the world and hope for society, that, you know, people are willing to take in an absolute stranger and help them like that. It's awesome. So I'm happy. It's a good day. Alright, so these two people went completely out of their way yesterday and picked up a complete stranger, which is me, who could have been a serial killer or some crazy guy, but luckily I'm not. At least yesterday or today I'm not. I don't know, about a week from now, who knows. But these guys are, like, these two, Jim and Mimi, are absolutely amazing, and thank you guys so much, because you guys have gone completely out of your way and given me a place to stay and fed me and let me do laundry, even though I already stink again. But thank you so much, you two.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Happy trails.
Yeah.
Whatever it
Good
is.
hiking.
Thank you.
Okay.
My shoes still aren't here. Back at the library in Warwick. It's raining. Kind of really bummed right now. Third time I was supposed to receive my shoes, and they just never showed. So I don't know what I'm going to do. These things are really beat that are on my feet right now. I don't think I have any choice but to maybe hike out of here around 2 o'clock and then try to get some miles in and get back on trail, because I can't stay here another night. I gotta keep going forward. I'm worried because I don't know when these shoes are coming. It's kind of frustrating. Alright, so here's the deal. Still in Warwick, New York. No shoes. Got in touch with Ultra. They're assuring me again that I'm going to have shoes tomorrow here in Warwick. They actually gave me a tracking number, which doesn't show anything yet. They say it won't until after 5. And yesterday they had told me they were going to give me the shoes and refund me for the order for all my trouble and me having to be holed up in 2 towns now. And when I mentioned that to their customer service and sent them screenshots of my conversation with their social media team yesterday, they were like, they weren't having it. They were like, "Oh, we'll give you money for your 2-day shipping, but that's it." Which, you know, that's all I initially wanted, but when they offered to refund me for the shoes, I was like, wow, that's great customer service, awesome. But I take that back now. So I actually got off back in Vernon, New Jersey. I skipped the state line, so I got to hitchhike back now 7 or 8 miles so I can get on and do that 15 miles to get caught up here to Warwick. So it's my plan. That's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully it's an easy hitch. My fingers are crossed. Oh, and it's already starting to rain, and we're expecting thunderstorms. So I'm gonna be sleeping somewhere in the rain tonight. I was worried because it's raining. I didn't think anybody would pick me up, and Agnes picked me up. Thank you so much, Agnes.
You're welcome.
Woohoo! Just almost broke my neck right there on that little rock. These rocks are all wet. They're very slippery. And my shoes are bald. So this section is going to be fun. Look at that. I made it. One more state down. Feels good. How can I be in 2 states at once, you ask? That's how. Done with New Jersey. Woohoo! On to New York, which is poorly blazed. And when I say poorly blazed, I mean these white marks in the trees are far and few between or non-existent. Decided to call it a day. It's probably pushing about almost 6 o'clock. I am 5 miles from Warwick, which is where I actually started off this morning. I backtracked so I didn't miss anything. And now I'm eating some deluxe roasted garlic mashed potatoes and Spam. And hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe new shoes tomorrow. That's where my tent just was. I ended up camping right by Furnace Brook last night. I'm about 5 miles outside of, I think it's Warwick, New York, which is where my shoes are supposed to be today. So I'm gonna go get this 5 miles and hopefully they're there. Whew. Alright, we got some slippery rocks here. I just came from down over that way, and now I'm headed up that way. And my shoes are bald, and these rocks are slippery. Alright man, this is kind of dangerous. It's going to take me forever because my shoes are bald. These rocks are like ice. I almost like already slipped and broke a bone like 3 or 4 times, man. It's so sketchy. Bastards. Come on, man. Slow going. I just bit it right here. I fell, I bashed my elbow on the rock really good in my hand. My trekking pole went flying down there. This is some dangerous bouldering, man. I fucking hate it. Alright, so there are a couple parts of this trail where you just don't want to do it in the rain or when the rocks are wet. And the first one I let you guys know was the one I did, you know, a little while back out of Palmerton, PA. It's really sketchy in the rain, the rocks are slippery, and you could seriously injure yourself. So if you have the time and means, wait for a dry day. The second one is what I just did, where I busted my butt, which is southern New York, right after you get over the border from Jersey. It's all really slick ridge line, which can be slippery on a dry day, but yeah, I mean, I could have injured myself. That could have been the end of my thru hike right there. I slipped, I fell, I kept sliding, If I didn't catch myself, I would have fallen off a little 5-foot wall. I had to climb down there because my trekking pole flew down there, and I really could have injured myself. It doesn't matter that my shoes are bald. There are other people back there that I met who had like brand new shoes, and you know, they were slipping and sliding everywhere too. This stuff is like ice, so it's really dangerous. If you can wait for dry weather and hit those rocks dry, definitely I recommend that. So that goes out, that's a little PSA for all you aspiring through hikers. Remember that little tidbit of advice. All right, let's climb a wall. Doesn't look bad, but that's like probably 15-20 feet up. I believe that's the Hudson River down there. I don't know, I still have like 2.5 miles to go. It's taking me forever, man, just because I gotta go so slow on these rocks. An annoying day, and so far, I don't like New York at all. Not one bit. Alright, so when I stayed at the Appalachian Motel the other night with Birdman before he left, I ended up hitching ahead to Warwick to get those shoes. They weren't in Warwick. I got to spend a night at Jim and Mimi's house, which was great. And then I went back to where I hopped off trail, the Appalachian Motel, and I just completed this 15-mile section. And I'm back in Warwick, and my shoes are supposed to be there today. Fingers crossed. Finally, it only took a week after paying for 2-day shipping, but look what I got. Those are my new shoes. Woohoo! Let's get them open. Finally, brand new shoes. Look at that. Very happy. Happy to have new shoes. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do subscribe because I'm about to do an in-depth review on the Ultra Lone Peak 3.5s.